Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Christina with Read.Pray.Disney. Thank you for coming visiting with me today. You see my new shirt? Well, it's not a new shirt, but my shirt. Got it from Walmart. When your song comes on, right? Y'all, if y'all are not watching Mandalorian, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Go watch Mandalorian. Like, we on season 2 episode, well, the last episode. So good. He's back. Oh my gosh. Okay, but you didn't come here for Mandalorian. A little geeking out a little bit. And I guess I'm geeking out so much because my family's downstairs watching Star Wars. So if you hear some lightsabers and stuff, that's what they're doing right now. So again, welcome. Thank you for joining. We're going to talk about shoes today. So we're going to start with the caveat. I always start with, we are by no means experts. We are not experts at all. We've been twice, 2 years in a row, both during the summer times. I just wanted to add my voice to the cacophony of voices out there. It's just my thoughts and my experiences to share with you guys. So it means a lot to me that you guys come to share with me, okay? So let's talk about shoes. There's 3 of us in my family. It's myself, my husband, and my daughter. And I'm gonna share with you what we took and what worked and what didn't. So these are my daughter's shoes. These are just regular Nike Revolution, it says. There we go. Yeah, see, Nike Revolution. Okay, we took these, not this pair, because the first year we went, these are the shoes she wore, but she wore them in like 2 sizes smaller. We tend to buy this shoe because it's a very solid shoe for her. Like she's rough. Oh, her homegirl's rough on some shoes. But she took these to Disney and they worked out really, really, really well for her. I will say this though, she did ride in a stroller quite a bit. So I can't say that, her feet hurt because she never complained of it, but she wouldn't have because she rolled in a stroller most of her time at Disney. So she ain't have a problem with no feet. But I got these because my kid's a runner. And she tends to, when she walks, she tends to sometimes like scrape her toes, like her heels a little bit, or not her heels, I guess the ball of her feet, right? Ball of her feet. She tends to tippy toe a lot. So that's why we didn't go with sandals. Now I have seen kids in the parks, young kids with the parks with sandals, with Crocs and things like that. Just know your kid and how they walk. The second year we went for my daughter, okay, there's one of those spontaneous buys. You walking around Sam's like, oh, those are cute. Yeah, I bought these. Why? I don't know. They're cute. They're not Crocs. They are Western Chief. Okay, they're the same versions of Crocs. I got these at Sam's, and the reason why I bought these the second year was because I thought that we were going to be, well, we did more pool stuff. And I just thought that since we got caught in the rain the first time, that maybe this would work for rain. Not thinking, well, she rides in a stroller. So I did let her wear these. We weren't in the parks. We were out walking around somewhere. I didn't like the way her feet smelled at the end of the day. And they stank. And they had, her little, that sweat kind of got her bottom of her feet brown and just dirty and nah. So park days, she wore these, and these are the Adidas Cloud. Yeah, here we go. Adidas Cloud foam. Okay, and yeah, they are dirty because she wore them in the park and she wore them when we came back. But these are very lightweight, extremely lightweight, lighter than most, definitely lighter than these. These are a nice sturdy shoe, but these are lighter than that, much lighter. You can see the drop in that. Really, I just did a drop test. Anyway, so these are very light, and they worked for her. Again, it wasn't too big of a deal because she was riding in the stroller. So, she never complained. But for the adults that weren't riding in the stroller, let's talk about my husband. So my husband bought these our first year. Okay, these are Dockers, and they say memory foam fusion footbed, but I don't see a style on these. But anyway, these are his Dockers. Got this nice memory foam sole thing back here. But these are his. And you can see they still look brand spanking new. Look at that. Barely any wear and tear on those. Because he wore them one day and said, nah, I ain't doing it. It is not because they're not comfortable. He said it's because he just didn't like the way they felt. They didn't feel very secure, or sturdy, which they look sturdy to me. However, my thought on this though, knowing my husband, is that he didn't break them in. These were brand new shoes that he bought, put them in his park bag. We drove down to Florida. He broke them out the day we were going to the parks. He's not a sandals guy. My husband doesn't generally wear sandals. He wears tennis shoes because he's a runner. So he has an abundance of tennis shoes, but didn't wear sandals. They're not his jam. So I kind of see where that didn't go well for him. However, so anyway, what he did with these is that, because he had these, but he also had a pair of tennis shoes, a pair of his running tennis shoes that he had. And he had flip-flops. So he did take 3 pairs of shoes. So that first year, he wore these in a park and he didn't wear them again. So he just switched over to his tennis shoes. And he carried a pair of socks or his flip-flops in his backpack, just in case we got caught in the rain and he needed it. So the second year though, he got these. They're the same as these, okay? Just big people size. These are also the Adidas Cloud foam, and extremely lightweight and flexible, bendy. Look at that, like you can see my finger outline. That's how thin that is. So very breathable, and extremely lightweight, and he loved it. Wow. Definitely some wear and tear on those. But he loved these, and he loved them so much he also got another pair in a different color. Those are officially his park shoes. Like that, he's not going to get anything different. He's going to wear those. If he gets more of those to wear to park. But your girl, I'm a whole different story. It's me. I got to be extra, right? I can't just be normal. So I wear a size 10, and I have wide, flat feet. Y'all, my feet are special. They swell, towards the end of the day, and especially if I'm hot, they get a little puffy, and my little piggies start getting look like little sausages. TMI. But I needed something that's going to give me support and keep my feet cool at the same time. So I got these. They were a little expensive. Okay, I'm gonna say that. These are bear traps. You can see how you can't see the shadow. Anyway, I'll put the link in the description. But these are bear traps. And there's the style of these is called Danny, D-A-N-N-Y. And like I said, these are a 10 medium for me, and they fit beautifully. I love these shoes. I wore these the first year. I wore them again the second year, and I wore them every day at the parks, from Disney to Universal to Legoland. I wore them everywhere, because let me see if I can get a good angle on that. You see that arch support right there? I need it. I need it. And these are some sturdy shoes. This ain't going nowhere. So if I read the site correctly, I believe these are hiking sandals, which is part of the reason why they are so thick. Okay. But I needed the thickness because I needed the stability. I don't necessarily have weak ankles, but my bottom half is wide, so I need some wide support. But these really, really helped. And then of course they have the straps here that I can loosen them up, when stuff starts expanding, but I never needed to do that. I wore them in the rain because they are wet weather appropriate. So I did wear them in the rain, and I didn't have any problems with them. My toes, my little piggies, your feet are gonna stink a little bit after 16 miles in the 90+ degrees in Florida, but no more than what would be expected, or anything like that. I did have some tan lines, but it is what it is. But these were magnificent. What I did was I bought them about a month and a half before we went to the parks, and I walked around my neighborhood every night with them on to make sure that they weren't gonna be, I just want to make sure, test them out, because again, my feet and my feet are special. So I did test them out. So my couple of hints for you, or tips for you guys. Don't wear brand new shoes to the park. Y'all, it's not that serious. Like, they don't have to be the brand new Nikes that just came out or whatever. Like, don't wear brand new shoes. Break them in first. Make sure your feet are healthy and secure and you're not going to have any problems. The second thing is whether if you bring tennis shoes, I personally, if I didn't wear these, and maybe next year I might, nah, I'm not. If I didn't wear these and I wore tennis shoes, I would bring a couple of tennis shoes, not like an extra pair of shoes in your park bag. I would just say have an extra pair at your hotel room. The reason being is, one, if it does rain, you want some shoes that are already dry for the next day. But then two, different shoes help your feet feel a little better. So one day you wear a pair and then the next day you wear a different pair. And it does give your feet a break. Okay. My feet, I wore these the whole time. However, I did notice that when I got back to the hotel room and I put some flip-flops on just to walk around in, my feet felt a little more relaxed and a little more comfortable, not so molded to this shoe that they just kind of melted into, So I think it would be beneficial if you were a tennis shoe person to take like 2 pairs of tennis shoes to give your feet a break. Okay. And maybe same thing for your kid. If your kid's not a stroller kid, like my kid's a stroller kid, so maybe not necessary for me, but if your kid's going to be walking, for sure, take a couple of pairs of shoes, additional pairs of shoes for your kid. Or even some Crocs in the bag. So like towards the end of the day, throw some Crocs in their park bag and then let them switch out towards the end of the day when their feet started getting sore, to give their feet a break too. I think that's it. Oh, those Ked type shoes, don't wear those. Don't pull out your Vans either. Y'all, those probably, I think, in my opinion, are the worst. But again, I'm jaded biased, not jaded. I'm biased because, I got bad feet, so I can't rock no Vans all day. It ain't going to work. But do what's best for you and yours, obviously. But those are just my opinions. So if you have, I really would like to know what you do. If you've been in the parks before, what type of shoes do you wear and what has worked for you? But if you have any questions, let me know. Other than that, thank you for joining me today. Appreciate your time, and you guys have a great evening. Okay? Bye.